Key101001, and today I'll show you how to do reflections in Blender 2.58.1. Delete your startup cube, replace it with another cube, because I have bad experiences with the startup cube. The description of those is for a later video. So, you go to here, and it would start with clouds, and you replace it with image or movie. Then you press open, and find your image. Once you have your image, you have to make sure that this world is selected, and go down and click on this, which will then add that to your background. You can't really see it unless you go here and press image. Then you'll see this in your background. Now for the reflections, just add a new one and go down and find mirror, check it, and set the reflectiveness up all the way. It will be like a mirror. So you do that, and then if you want it to not be reflective at all, just leave it here. So around there would be kind of reflective. Just use that for, just change that depending on the object that is reflective. Now for the other one, which is something that I like to do more, because in this case it also reflects objects, which can be helpful. Or if you want to add a green screen, because I don't think that there's any way to import these into Wax 2.0 without a green screen, because then I'll have to rotoscope the thing out, and it probably won't look so good since its rotoscope curve is just a curve. It curves everything, so it kind of messes up your shape a little. It's kind of helpful, but it can sometimes get annoying. So if you don't want it to reflect other things around here, then you just have to do this. This is for if you want a single object to be reflecting and nothing else in the scene at all. So select something else. You don't want that background. You can probably just replace this with, I don't know. I'm not sure how well you can do this. If you can find single image, well, that doesn't matter right now. Go to object and just import your texture. And first you want to press N, then go to display, go down and change the multi-texture to GLSL, then go to texture, and then you see this image right there. Now if you set this to reflection, then it looks a little better. If you move around, it will seem like a reflection. So then you see the image that I have reflected around. So you can see that, and it looks like a reflection. And just a better way to show you of what this does is to do that. So you really can't see the color, it's just the reflection. But if you have a less reflective material, then just go to color. I'll just close some of these so you can see what happens up here. I'll go to both. Influence is what I want. And if I turn down the color, then it gets more of the blue that I had before. And a little more. Or if I turn it up, you can see the reflection again. Now what this looks like from an image render, it looks just like the reflection, but you can't really see it as well because you can't move around during the render. I'll put this over here. Shift F to move this to there. Image, and you can see it. And then if you take the image out of your background, trying to find some way to turn this to green so I can get a green screen effect. Or I could just make any color, it doesn't really matter. But what you want to do to import is just rotate this along the y-axis 90, or whichever axis will work, and just scale it up. Then I'm not sure what's going on now. I don't seem to be able to select my plane. There we go. What the? Okay, I'll just try that again. Plane RY 90 and just scale it up. Then what you want to do with this, I'll just use a chroma key green to show you. So just choose a light green. I just had it there. Then go to shading, select shadeless, and then when you render the image, then you get the reflection and have a good shadeless background to chroma key out if you have a program capable of chroma key. And that's the best way to import objects into your scene. And as you can see here, I'm having a few problems with my mouse. Pressing shift and mouse wheel. And as you can see here, the green is not reflecting. But using the other method, it would. So this way it's helpful if you can't import 3D models directly into your project.